Welcome to Learner's Planet, my dear children. In today's session, we will study about health and hygiene. In the previous session, we studied about the main food group that were fats, and this is session 4, in which we will study about one more food group, and that are proteins. So children, let's start with this food group. Yes children, what are proteins? Yes, proteins are very much essential substances that build our body. So children, they are considered as the building blocks of our body, right? Like we need sand, cement and many other things to build a tower or a house. In the same way, our body also needs various type of nutrients to make our cells grow in size, and that is why proteins are one of the major food group and the important food group of our diet, because they build our body, right? They are very much essential for proper growth. So children, proteins provide us with growth and they also develop our body. So proteins are very much useful for our body. Children, actually our body needs proteins for muscle building and also for repairing worn out tissues. Worn out tissues means proteins will repair our tissues. Like each and everything has some limitation. Like a tree cannot live for all the years, for 1,000 or million of years, right? In the same way, we the human beings can also not live forever. So our body is actually working and we need energy, and we get this energy from nutrients, right? So as we work and as we grow, we also reach to an adult stage, then an old age stage, right? So slowly our cells and tissues are getting dead. So for repairing those dead tissues, proteins are very much essential, because they will grow new cells, new tissues, which will give us and provide us with lots of energy so that we can carry out all the activities in our daily lives. So proteins are very much essential for repairing worn out tissues and also for muscle building. So children, proteins are very much important, but do you know from where do we get proteins? Yes, we get proteins from plants as well as animals, right? There are total 2 types of proteins, complete and incomplete proteins. So children, animal sources like chicken, fish, soya bean and dairy products like milk and milk products are considered as complete proteins, because these sources provide us with lots of proteins, and that is why they should form our major diet. But for vegetarians, this is not true, because they do not consume animal sources. They can consume soya bean and dairy products, but not chicken and fish. So what they can consume? They can consume soya bean and dairy products, because they also form complete proteins. and for non-vegetarians they can even consume dairy products, soya bean and animal sources, so they will get complete proteins from these animal sources. Alright children, so children, these are considered as complete proteins. But what are incomplete proteins? Yes, the proteins or the food that consists of protein but not in large amount, in a very less amount. They contain very less amount of protein, and that is why they are termed as incomplete proteins. For example, plant sources like grains, seeds, nuts, vegetables, beans, they are all considered as incomplete proteins as they have a very limited amount of protein in them. Alright children, so I hope you are clear with the introduction of proteins. Now let's see some examples of proteins, like of such foods that contains proteins and what you should actually consume in your diet, which are very much helpful for you and even they will make you healthy and strong. So let's see some examples of proteins. Yes, the first example, pulses. So children, what are actually pulses? Yes, they are leguminous crops, right? We also discussed it before. Leguminous means they are actually a type of legumes which actually contain high amount of protein, and they are very much important because they also fix nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen in plants, right? So we get high amount of protein from pulses, so we should consume it in very good amount, in a required amount, so that we can get a good amount of protein. And children, you will be amazed to know that India is the world's largest producer of pulses. So there should be no doubt of consuming pulses, right? You should never ever say no to pulses. If your mother says you should eat pulses, you should consume this in your diet, then you should consume it. Alright, there are many children who will, those who do not like this, they are actually missing the protein content. If you want to build up your body, if you want to make your body strong and healthy, then do consume pulses. Alright children, so children, pulses are also used for food and animal feed. For example, dry beans, kidney beans, moong beans, black gram, all these are the types of pulses. So you should consume pulses. So children, why should you consume pulses? Yes, pulses actually contains proteins, and how much amount of proteins? Yes, they contain proteins which is actually double the protein content of wheat and even 3 times than that of rice. So rice and wheat mainly contain carbohydrates, but pulses form a very large amount or contains a very large amount of protein. And you can imagine by yourself only, if you will not consume, then how will you get protein, right? How will your muscles be built up? How will you make your muscles strong, right? If you will not consume this. So consume it and include it in your diet from now onwards if you are not consuming it. So pulses are actually very high in proteins and you should consume it. Now let's see another example, children. Yes, fish. Children, fish is also an important source of protein for humans as well as other animals, right? The fishes in the aquatic animals also eat fish, but that is useless. But this is an important source of protein for us also, for the non-vegetarians, right? And fish oil is also obtained by consuming fish. So those who people consume fish are actually very beneficial, because they will also obtain fish oil from that food, right? And fish oil is actually, if you do not consume fish, you can indirectly consume fish oil, which is actually usually obtained from salmon fish, then cod liver and whale blubber. You must be knowing blubber, right? That is the fatty layer of whale, which actually contains high amount of fat in it, right? So fish oil is obtained from whale blubber also, and this fish oil is actually used in pizzas. Even shark liver oil and cod liver oil is also used in making pizzas, because they add flavor in the pizza, right? So mainly in junk food, this type of oils are used, because they are very much nutritious, and even they are providing flavor to the food, right? So that is why fish oil is used. Alright children, so actually fish is an important source of protein, and it can be prepared in a variety of ways. Like it can be served raw, and even it can be served by cooking or by baking, frying or steaming, right? So you should consume fish also, as it is also very much important source of protein. Now let's see another example children. Yes, cheese. As we studied in the previous session in the major food groups, that were fats. Fats also, cheese is an example of fats also, right? Because it contains high amount of fat, right? So it is actually a milk based product which also contains protein in high amount and also contains fat, right? While it contains calcium and phosphorus in very less amount, right? So it is also a kind of nutritious food which is made mostly from the milk of the cows and other animals like buffaloes, goats, sheep, camels, etc. Right? So you can have variety of cheeses, because there are many cheeses available in the market, right? So you can obtain this and consume this, because it is very nutritious food. But you have to consume it in a moderate amount, as it also contains fat as well as protein. Now let's see another example children. Yes, eggs. Children, eggs are laid by females of birds, reptiles, amphibians and fish. But most probably we consume birds' eggs, right? Not the reptiles, amphibians and fish. Alright children, so we consume birds' eggs in our diet most probably, right? And that is why birds' eggs are consumed, because they are high in protein content and they are mostly used in cooking, and it is cooked in various ways, right? So we eat it as a whole also, as boiled also, as half fried also, right? And mostly human also consume chicken eggs, right? So it is a type of bird's egg, right? So children, you will be amazed to know that in ancient times eggs were preserved using a number of methods, and meals often started with an egg course, right? Because it was very proteinaceous, right? For example, like egg is actually made up of egg yolk, right? And the outer layer of egg, right? That is the white egg portion. Okay, so egg yolk and whole eggs have significant amount of protein in it, and that is why in ancient times people used to consume it in their meal, because their meal actually started with the egg course only. And bird's egg are actually common food which were used in ancient times and nowadays also. So the most commonly used bird's eggs we obtain are those from the chicken. So children, we discussed that egg yolk is very much nutritious, right? Even the egg white, which is also called as albumin, contains large amount of egg. So we can also consume it in a boiled form, and also we can consume it in a fried form, right? So children, you will be amazed to know that they are often used in desserts too, to add the flavor, and also they are used in cakes, in making cakes, right? Because it gives fluffiness to the cake. Alright children, so eggs are also very much important part of our diet as they contain high amount of protein. Now let's see another example children. Yes, soya bean. Children, soya bean oil is actually used for cooking. It is consisting of an edible part, that is its seed, but we cannot consume its seed directly. So soya bean oil is rather used more rather than its seed. And among the legumes, soya bean is considered as one of the most important food source because of its high protein content. Children, soya bean is actually consumed by people because it belongs to the group of legume which is widely grown for its edible seed, and this plant extract is used as an oil rather than a pulse. And soya beans are actually holding an important global crop which provides oil and proteins also. And soya beans are primarily ingredient or the primary ingredient in many dairy products also, like soya milk, soya ice cream, soya cheese, soya yogurt, etc. Right? Because they are very much helpful in losing weight also, right? So this is good for the obese people and the fatty people, right? If they will consume soya bean in their diet, they will be provided with the higher protein content, as it contains high protein content, and also soya bean is very much helpful in reducing the weight, right? So it is good to consume for even obese people. Alright children, so now let's see another example. Yes, chicken. Children, chicken is the most common type of poultry in the world. So children, actually it is a common type of poultry. But what is meant by poultry? Yes, poultry is a place where birds are kept by humans for the purpose of collecting their eggs, right? So actually it is the most common type of place where birds are kept by the humans and humans collect their eggs, right? And they consume directly in their diet. So it is the common type of poultry in the whole world. Alright children, and it is actually an animal flesh, right? So it is actually prepared as food in a wide variety of ways, right? Chicken can be consumed by cooking in various methods such as roasting, baking, frying, deep frying, etc. And you should consume it as it contains high amount of protein in it. Alright children, so you should consume chicken also in your diet, as it is very proteinaceous. Now let's see another example, children. Yes, meat. Children, meat is an animal flesh that is eaten as food, and the flesh of both mammals and birds are actually termed as meat. So it is very much different from chicken, right? It contains high amount of protein as well as fat. So we discussed about meat also in the previous session, because it also contains high amount of fat, right? So meat is also a very important food source because it has high amount of protein and you should consume it in your diet. Alright children, let's see another one. Yes, yogurt. Children, yogurt is a dairy product, and the milk of domestic animals like cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, milk, etc. is commonly used to make yogurt, right? And it is very much rich in protein, calcium, vitamins and fats also, right? So it is actually very rich in protein content, so you should consume yogurt also in your diet. Children, cow's milk and buffalo's milk is commonly used to make yogurt, right? And even other animals are also, milk of other animals is also used, right? So we do not obtain yogurt directly from the animals, right? That is why it is not an animal source, it is a dairy product as we obtain it from milk. Children, you will be amazed to know that in ancient times, the combination of yogurt and honey was called as the food of the gods, right? Because it was very proteinaceous and yogurt was consumed in various forms, right? And it is also consumed presently in various forms in different states, like Bohrani is a spicy yogurt drink which is popular in the parts of Bengal, West Bengal, and lassi is slightly salty or sweet in taste and a staple food in Punjab, right? It is a staple and popular drink in Punjab, right? So it is actually consumed in various forms. So children, it is good to consume yogurt because it is good for our skin treatment, it is a natural remedy for infections, for curing the infections, it is also very much helpful in preventing gas, that is acidity in our stomach, and even diarrhea. So the people which are suffering from diarrhea, they can consume yogurt in their diet, which is very helpful. It also kills germs which are present in our mouth. It helps to fight germs in our body, and it also kills any type of surface bacteria which are present on our skin. So we should consume it in our diet, and we can also topically apply on our skin, right? So this is a very proteinaceous substance or proteinaceous food which should be consumed. So children, I hope that you are clear with this session, and I hope you enjoyed and learned about this main food group, which are proteins. Alright children, so we will continue in the next session with another main food group. Till then, keep learning, keep enjoying.